It's a great morning, isn't it? It's great to see your lovely, beautiful faces this morning. And my job is to just wish you a hearty welcome to the Sauti Tetezi Art Festival. I'm your host. My name is Mr. Oyugi. I'll be taking you through the program for the day. Partners being the United States Embassy in Nairobi. We have Nairobi County as well. We have the social justice centers. And of course, this wouldn't be possible without you, the artists. So thank you to each and every one of our partners as well for making the Sauti Tetezi Art Festival possible.
Hello guys, how you doing? Mna feel poor? Tell me aye. Thank you so much for coming. We go by the name Nyuru.
Luka moto yako kaninanga oyo nakuti naponanga ite ebele yango ya mibali ye oyo namoni na yo yete o sheria.
There is where I stay.
Nataka kumseti utaki nionge, so please naomba listen to my cry.
Nothing is like it used to be. Radio lost the rhythm, and we don't go out to get air and play. In fact, the rap game done changed, not just the beats, they lack the beat, but they've got something to say. Keshaka would make us come alive, but now we're just leaving a beat. Today, Amazon is burning, Mao is falling, the rivers are leaving, the weather is faulting, and contrary to what we were told, the future is not in our hands. What we have is a phone with features. While we were still on Instagram, they were stealing our geography features. No playgrounds, just buildings. So if babies cannot be babies, then don't blame them for cussing, for hanging onto a phone instead of hanging onto a swing. If you build roads without sidewalks, then how does a country make steps if it literally doesn't care about where the people step? There's no special village or town where leaders come from. These leaders come from within us. These leaders are a reflection of who we are. So change won't come when our leaders change. Change will come when we change. Give it up for Fadili!
PAWA 254, the partners that together worked for the whole of last year to implement the Sauti Tetezi project. And today, 17th of March, 2022, is a culmination of what we've been doing. We want to showcase what we've been doing for the last 1 year under this project. That was funded by the US Embassy and that we implemented in partnership with the Nairobi County and the Social Justice Center. And it is a bittersweet moment for me and especially for the PAWA team that, programs team that worked to put together this project. It's good that we are very happy that we were able to achieve what we set out to do. For me, this project has been a testament that when there is public participation in social accountability processes, then things improve. And for me, that's very, very welcoming and heartening. And the bitter part of it is that, unfortunately, we have to say it's coming to an end. That's the bitter part. So it's a bittersweet moment for us at PAWA. And we hope that today, as we go through the event, we shall be able to showcase what it is that we're able to do with the project, and that will inspire all of us here, both partners and our partners on the ground, our donors and the government, to be able to fashion similar projects so that we are able to impact, influence and reach many, many more people.
Sauti Tetezi Art Festival and Sauti Tetezi album launch is a day that we will all live to remember, because for sure, we are now documenting our own histories. We are now sharing our own experiences. And as individuals, as active citizens, Just the way Michael said, we are on the forefront to bring the change that we want.
Kwa majina naitwa Inaina kutoka Nairobi County, idara ya vijana kutoka Nairobi County. Tumefanya kazi na PAWA. Last month we were able to launch the policy in Nairobi County. And we have a lot of facilities. Probably some of you, where the areas that you come from, kuna facilities at county, we refer to them as social halls. And I think for us, one of the things that we will want to do is to have a collaboration, not just with PAWA, but also other partners within that creative sector to make use of that facility.
Mr. Michan, the representative from the US Embassy, Michael, and wasanii wote, hamjambo. Mimi naitwa Stephen Wangaji, nawakilisha control of budget. Angependa kuja mwenyewe lakini she was engaged elsewhere, akanituma. Sasa Mike, wewe ulini-invite na very technical brief, lakini nimeona wasanii ndio wako hapa. Mungeniita tu mniambie tubonge story na nisikize ngoma. So lakini vile Mike alini-invite as a representative of the control of budget, and this is an issue that we take very seriously as an office. The assumption of the Constitution is that it is the public that decides how that money is used. It's not like in the previous Constitution where the executive decided how the money is used and they tell you. Now it's you who decides how that money is used. So as part of our control system, we must ensure that when they are requesting for the release of funds, there is an aspect of public participation. So they must have some proof that the public participated and decided on the budget and so forth.
A lot has been said, but I want to say, we started with the national anthem. And our national anthem at some point says, na tujenge taifa letu. Ndio? Na tujenge taifa letu.
Ndio wajibu wetu.
In English, that section, translation, I think, ilipotea mahali, sindio? But it goes on to say, build this, our nation, together. And I think the role of us as citizens is to do exactly that. And there's so many ways we can do that. And for us, this project of Najibika is to ensure that we are doing exactly that. Tunajenga hii nchi pamoja, we're building this country together. Because that is our responsibility. For us as Power 254 as an institution, our vision is to ensure that active citizens all over the country, all over the world, are driving change in the best way that they can.
So first of all, I want to say thank you very much to everyone who's been who invited us here today, and to everyone who spoke, to Mr. Javan, the poet from the Social Justice Working Centers, to Mr. Wangaji from the representative of the controller of the budget, as well as the Nairobi County Head of Youth Affairs, Mr. Muirui, and also especially to PAWA, everybody here from PAWA 254, Michael, as well as the Executive Director, Ms. Mwangi. Thank you very much for inviting me and my colleague, Fatima Dubo, who is down here as well from the embassy, to join you for the start of today's festivities. I think hopefully we've had some great music and some great entertainment so far, and I know you have a full day of interesting and stimulating conversations and artistic expression to look forward to. So some of our speeches, I'll try to get through this formal portion of today. Why is the U.S. Embassy supporting this? Well, that's partly, I like to think of it from my own personal perspective. I'm the cultural attaché at the U.S. Embassy. And what does that mean? Which is something my mother asks me all the time. What does a cultural attaché even do? I like to say that we support the exchange of experiences and expertise between the United States and Kenya. And really the essence of everything that we do is to help to create a conversation, to create a dialogue. And I think what better way to do that than the arts.
Working hours zimeisha. Utamwa mwana, ajua ni mzazi.
count your blessings in the evening after you rent your child.
Children turned professional beggars.
Silence. Ilhali nimefinyiliwa. Mwananchi ndo wakili. Anajitetea yeye mwenyewe tu at gunpoint. So skiza help kwa sentence. Face death ya sentence. State of coma ndo sentence. But still hakuna full stops to these sentences.
Africa. So right about now we'll be getting into, I'd like to invite the Civic Engagement Officer from PAWA 254, that's Marion Gai, who will be taking us through the findings from the Sauti Tetezi report as well. So let's welcome her.
My name is Marion Gai. I work at PAWA 254. And Sauti Tetezi was a very good project for us because we were able to reach a lot of youth in Kiamaiko and Githurai County. wards, sorry. We were also able to achieve a number of successes through the project. We were able to, of course, empower various citizens. We were also able to come up with an online curriculum. Please go and check it out on the budget process and social accountability. We were also able to work on an album, music album, which we are going to launch today. And finally, we also worked on a baseline report. And the aim of the baseline report was basically to just gauge the gaps that were in the ground in terms of the budget process, public participation, and social accountability, and thereafter bridge the gaps through the projects. I think for me the biggest takeaway would be that, first of all, young people, we have seen some of you feel like citizen participation is not relevant to you, but you have seen from the study that it is very important, because if you do not participate, if you do not sit at the table, other people are determining your future, number one. Number two, as you are empowered, empower other youth so that they are also able to get information and participate.
For purposes of breaking it down na kufanya vitu ziflow kwa wale watu wenye wanafanya kazi yenyewe, because public participation nimerealize tuko na issue, tunafikiria ni sisi tumeenda kuambia gava, na kuna watu wenye sisi tunalipa pesa pia wafanye kazi ya kufikiria. Anyway, social audit ni wewe kufuatilia ile mambo yenye government inafanya, wewe mwenyewe unajituma. It's part and parcel ya wewe kuwa an active citizen.
Nerima, I have a problem with how our public participation is designed.
Kuna challenges mingi kwa sababu ukienda pali zingine kama Siaya, the way they are organized, they are not told on time. But there's also the issue of vijana. When you go to a baraza, a lot of them are not so sure if they're supposed to be in that community, in that meeting.
To defend the country. To fight pia wale polisi pia wanaangusha vijana mtaani kiholela, si ukweli? Tushikane pia wale ma-MC wanakula do zetu na wanatudanganya tu watutengezea mabarabara, wanatuwekea stima na hatuzioni. Tushikane tuwa fight, si ukweli?
Na mimi nawashow hivi my youths wa hii country. Kama unaishi rally na unajita hustler na msemeka na V8 na chopper mtaani, weni mlaina. Kama unaishi rally na una celebrate msee anakushia atakuge 6K ama atakuge slasher na wheelbarrow uoshe mtaro za mtaa na mtoi wake ni ambassador place flani, weni mplainer. You're part of the problem.
3, 2, 1. The Sauti Tetezi poetry album is officially launched.
It's looking beautiful, right? So we have the pleasure, the absolute pleasure of listening to the artists that were featured.
Ukweli ni budget process ni inclusive kwa kila mwananchi kutoa maoni. Real truth, process ni inclusive lakini only to parties interested kukutolea maoni.
Twatidagera muthenya tutarete irio ciaresha waine tukaria gatheri tugathie tugakoma kaida totire
Tarehe ni 10 June. Another financial year utamcheki na briefcase. Budget imesomwa. Recurring expenditures zimezidi capital expenditures these days. But ignorantly citizens treat like a briefcase.
Ni 6 masaa yangu ya kazi, baridi ni nyingi but joto haiwezi weta chakula mezani, so nachukua kikombe ya chai majani na mandazi kaimati, then I give thanks to the most high juu ya keep my legs running, hata kama kazi nimekuwa nikifanya imekuwa kutafuta kazi.
Walituambia akili ni mali, but ukora siku hizi ndio napeana mali. Shakwa walafi tunakula kila kitu kila mahali bila kujali kama inafaa ama ni halali. Mheshimiwa tushambadilisha jina, sasa ni mwizi wa miwa. Na ni true ni mwizi wa miwa cause kampu ya sukari alishalamba yote iko chini. Siku hizi hata jina sweetheart mtaani isikiki cause sukari ilishaingia kwa mfuko wa mheshimiwa. Manze mheshimiwa, hii ni noma cause unafanya Zuchu anakosa sugar sukari.
Stress kibao rada na tupa, ni vile life imenipress ndani ya hii city capital. Iko governor Sonko, so msoto utashinda umetama kwa hii mara cause vitu haziko barabara. Na niyo job insecurity imefanya na treasure job yangu ya security kwa building ya 32 floors, serene reception na entrance ya glass doors. Nafaa kuchunga mali ya thamani but nina rungu tu mkononi. Na sometimes manze pressures za life zinaweza fanya hata uhate the simplest sign. Ka usiko joy hapa
Joki na tayari hakuna ball. Amefika hapa kitamani atasikizwa kwa hizo ofisi zenye viziwi wana control communication channel. Right. Kama una lugha moja na mzee wa nyumba 10, amwezi shikana pamoja hata mkipewa super glue. So kijana, hata kidedi mtani ni hard kufuatilia chenu command cause unajipata umetiwa pingu mwisho hiyo command. So Joki anajiuliza nani atamsimamia? Cause kuambia polisi kuna right to fair judgment ni kama kumpea majaribu.
Year after year up to 5 years. Society baki na regret most jukura walishawapatia. Nikicheki hatuwezi jikompea. Mkiendesha dinga si tunalipa fare. Mshasa youth naishuruma na najihurumia.
Watoi bado wanasomea chini ya miti na laptops na 2 billion inaibiwa daily. Si hadi yali confirm. I just wonder why we can't follow our annual budget plan. Nashangaa. Of course tuko on course, but of course wanataka kuturudisha off course. Of course tuko on course.
And our second runners up in the group category, Githurai Social Justice Center.
Thank you very much for this award. And I just want to dedicate this award to Alphonse.
And the winner group category is Kayole Social Justice Center.
Viva comrades, viva. Viva. Hey, walai, sikuwa na expect, walai. Sikuwa na expect.
Yani nimefurahi kwa hapa leo. Thank you.
Our first runners up. Give it up for Wahenga.
Shafika gamali kama hapo kwa shindo kitu kusema. PAWA 254. Kushukuru pia Public Space Network imekuwa ikifanyia shughuli safi huko mtaani. Wahenga wenyewe pia hapa wenye unacheki hapa nyuma pia shukrani bigi kwao. Na tunasema forward with community organizing for kabisa. Siku ngapi? Siku zote.
The amount is 75,000 shillings. This is one category that was a bit challenging for us. The winner is Alphonse Genga from Githurai Social Justice Center. Husband will get 50,000 shillings. Long live the spirit of Alphonse, long live! Long live comrade Alphonse, long live! Long live! And the winner, individual category, Husband Bahati Mtoto Katoika Emba. Wapi nduru ya Bahati I see.
Thanks for this yani. Nikisema Embakasi unasema 33. Embakasi. Embakasi. Nikisema Mukuru unasema kwa Njenga. Mukuru. Representing to the fullest.
We also want to appreciate our partners. Si lazima tu appreciate. Ndio tukue na phase 2, phase 3, ama tuende mpaka hizo social justice zingine ziko outside Nairobi, si ndio?
This is just to say thank you for to you guys for coming out na kusupport our vijana mazee. It's been an honor working on this album. Thank you the PAWA team, Wendy. Asante sana kina AL-AMIN, thank you very much. You guys go stream the music, muwa support. Mziki iko wapi? Iko kila pali. So go stream the music and support these guys. And also kama mtaka mziki produciwe, I'm the person to see. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Before you leave, I just want to say thank you so much to all of you, every single one of you that made it to be here today. Thank you for excitement. Thank you for all the vibes. Thank you for the performances. Thank you for everything. So I hope that we shall continue doing the work we do, respectively and collaboratively. Kwa sababu vile tu nilisema hapo mwanzoni, this country we shall change it pole pole tu, but we must work together. We must be where? We must be where? Ni lazima tukue kwa hiyo meza, otherwise tuko kwa hiyo menu. Tutakulwa tuishe. We must be on that table. So find yourselves, let's organize. There was a challenge, that was our challenge from somebody here. Let's be more organized. I believe we've tried to be organized.